Good afternoon, everybody. Short Palette from the Metalhead here. Hope you're going well. Hope all you people in the Nordic nations had a good midsummer over the weekend, as it was start of summer, so summer solstice, long hours of the day, no darkness for most parts of Scandinavia. But in the United Kingdom, the sun doesn't go down until it's 9 or 10, but then it's up at 5. Now, I'm talking to you today because today's a really sad day. It's the first anniversary of the passing of a woman I met in Norway a couple of years ago. Her name was Jenna, and how I met her was I was staying in Norway for 2 days to escape London after working so many days in a row in January 2018, and I decided I would book a 48-hour jaunt in Oslo, as I've always wanted to go to Norway, even after my recent trips to Sweden and Denmark and Finland. So I booked a night at an Airbnb for the cost of £10 sterling. And to pay £10 sterling anywhere in Norway for accommodation is a good bloody deal, considering that the hostel in Oslo, the cheapest rooms, are at least £20. So I flew into Oslo on the 30th of January, the anniversary of my Dream Theater concert, and I had a good look around Oslo. I visited the Parliament, where I got to watch a debate. I went to the Royal Palace, I went to the Good Fortress, all the good sites in Oslo, and even I went down to ski to go find Euronymus' grave. So I arrive at Jenna's house, and she's renting a house in Helvete, which is a few stops away from Oslo Central, and I'm staying in a living room. So we spent all night talking about life itself. She was in her mid-40s. She'd been away from America for many years. I saw her as an American exile. And I told her how I find it sad that nobody related to me by blood in England, apart from a few cousins on my mum's side, have bothered to visit me in London. And so Jenna says, well, have you had other friends visit you? I said, yeah, Stephen and Jess from Flying the Nest. And Metal Steve has visited me in the past. And she said, well, you consider those friends as family, because a lot of my expat friends are also family itself. So Jenna was living illegally in Norway for many years and stuff, living with this guy. And then one day she got kicked out of Norway. The Norwegians didn't want her to live in Norway anymore, and she hated it in America. So she went back to America, and then she passed away today, a year ago. And I didn't find out that she had died until December 2019, when I was going through my Facebook account. I clicked on her name, and then it said, remembering Jenna. And I was like, oh, what happened to her? And so she died June 22nd, 2019, in America, and in her mid-40s. And as I'm scrolling the comments of a Memorial page, I'm noticing that her mother makes a comment talking about the Helen Reddy song, You and Me Against the World. And so I'm playing that song, and I just realized it's all about a mother's love for her child, and that no mother or father should have to bury their own child. So I only knew Jenna Bisenius, that's his same name. I only knew her for 1 day in my life. I gave her red wine. In exchange, she reimbursed me with a bit more Norwegian money. But I wish I got to know her more, and I wish I got to hang out with her more in Norway and stuff. But when I went back to Norway this year, my train to ski, spelled ski, it stopped at Holmia, and I was crying a bit because I noticed that Jenna's spirit was flying above my head while I'm in the train. I thought, no, Jenna's spirit isn't in America, it's in Norway. It will always be in Norway, because it's where she won't want to be. So anyway, God bless my good friend Jenna. I will always remember you. And when I move back to Scandinavia the next months, I will make many trips to Oslo thinking about you. God bless, Jenna. I'm over the Metalhead. Over and out.